beautiful people. Happy Monday. We are back for another week. We have 4 weeks left officially of the school year. And we're going to make the best of these next 4 weeks. We are done with state testing. All of our state testing is done. Hallelujah. And so now it's just onward and upward with all the end of the year activities, all the end of the year things that comes with ending the year. And we have our breakfast coming up for our outgoing 6th graders. And then we have like our end of year festival type deal. It's a huge extravaganza. And so that'll be nice. We have potentially a field trip to a place here in town, a local field trip for our kids. And that just depends on how many house points. And so this week is our final week to give out points. So I'm definitely going to be giving out tons and tons and tons of house points this week. And I will just go in and type them in and award them to their designated house. And yeah, because I'm trying to get them in there and trying to get all the points done because I just got access to the form. And we've had this form all year long, and I just never ever put points in there. But I just got access to it. Like, I just found the direct link to the form. So I'm a little behind in my game, but it is what it is. So we're gonna award as many points as we can this week for every house. It doesn't have to be my house. My village is the green one. So I have quick side note, can anybody tell me why Jeep's tires sound like that? That's too loud. Anyway, but yeah, so I have awarded points to them last week. And so this week, we're just going to be adding them in there, put them in there, and stuff like that. As far as today goes, I don't know what my plan is. I do. We are doing Movement Monday. We're going to do one full circuit. Once they've done the full circuit, then they can play. And then Tuesday, I don't know what the plan is. Wednesday, we're running because of rain. High chances of rain on Thursday, Friday. Thursday is 95. Friday is 100%, I think. So our rain chances are high for those days. So that's the plan for this week. I hope that you guys had an amazing weekend. I know I did. Saturday, this weekend was kind of a busy one. Saturday, we had, like I mentioned in last week's vlog, we had our staff training day / interview day for our summer day camp. And it was pretty fun. It was intense. The most intense 4 hours of my life. And we were very fast paced. So we were moving like this, rotating through everything. And just every single thing, every single detail. Of course, there were the boring moments where we were just sitting around and talking and going over like what we stand for, what they expect of us, and all the expectations, what a typical day looks like. We even went through some activities And I found that very, very fun. I met some really amazing people, and hopefully I can be colleagues with some of them, because we all won't be colleagues. I mean, we will, because we all work the camp together. But there are 2 sites, and we are all divided up amongst those 2 sites. So, yeah, that was Saturday. And then, of course, Sunday, I work in my church and I do all the things in my church, which is so nice. And so I did, of course, day 2 of hospitality. And I'm still enjoying it, y'all. Serving the people and talking and just engaging with everybody in my church, everybody that comes up there. And so, yeah, Sunday was great. And then, of course, you also know that I teach in my church on Sundays as well. And so Sunday, my kids had a bubble party and they enjoyed that. And we connected that we were teaching about like heaven and what heaven sounds like what heaven looks like, and they're pre-K and kindergarten. So of course we made the experience fun for them and not boring, but also engaging. Their crafts were so stinking cute. I will put a picture right here of what their crafts were, and they're just so cute. So anyway, I digress. Let's have a marvelous Monday. I will talk to you guys when I talk to you guys. Bye. Good morning, beautiful people, and happy Tuesday. It is Tuesday. I am here. I am headed into work this morning. And it is going to be a terrific Tuesday. Yesterday was great. It was pretty mellow, pretty chill. We ended up not doing the Movement Monday circuit. We did activity choice instead because today is run day. So we're running today. And then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we have weather moving in. So we are running today. That's why we're running today and not Thursday. But we can't get outdoors after today because 1, it'll be raining. 2, it'll just be muddy and gross. And 3, nobody wants to be out in that. It's been hot and muggy. Yesterday we reached 90. Today I think the high is 92. So we're peaking there. We are getting there with these Texas summers. We're getting there. Although it's not the summer yet, the weather sure is feeling like it. Yeah. And so it's one of those days where you're like, I need to stay in the air conditioning. And it will suck if your air conditioning went out. So, yeah, anyway. It's just been hot and muggy and gross. This morning it feels okay. And I know by the time I get to 4th period, it's going to be hot. The change between 2nd and 4th period is crazy. It's really crazy because 2nd period, it usually feels like this. It's a little chill, a little breezy, and it feels good. Then I go out again, 4th period, and oh baby, it done steamed up, it done got hot. So yeah, but anyway, today's gonna be a terrific Tuesday. I am out tomorrow, so I will not be in tomorrow. So I will pick you guys back up on Thursday. But anyway, I'm gonna go in here and do my typical morning things. I'm gonna eat my breakfast, which are my boiled eggs this morning. Got the boiled eggs, they're back. and have a cup of coffee and update my board and just get ready for the day. I have to sort run cards and do all the things. So we're going to do all the things this morning. All right. I will talk to you guys when I talk to you guys. Bye. Hello, beautiful people. And happy Saturday. Yes, it is Saturday. And we did not vlog at all yesterday. Yesterday was Friday. And it was very overwhelming, very overstimulating. But I made it through. I made it through Friday. And so, yeah, so basically what it was, we didn't have a plan. Like, there was not a single plan in place for yesterday. And we were asking what the plan was. We were trying to figure out what the plan was. And it never happened. So, yeah. The kids wanted to watch Savannah Banana game, that happened, I want to say, Thursday night. Either that or we watched a movie. Some classes watched a game, some classes watched a movie. But that was it. And some of them were interested in the banana game and some of them were not. And it's interesting to see today how many of them actually go to the game happening here locally. So yeah, but that was yesterday. I was just ready to go. I left my laptop at work. And yeah, so I need to bring my charger in on Monday because my laptop is still there. Thank God I have my other laptop. Y'all know I have 2 laptops. So yeah, anyway, that was yesterday. And it was raining really bad yesterday. It is no longer raining. There's no more rain in the forecast, thank God. So yeah, anyway, I hope that you guys had a great week, like a fantastic week. And yeah, I will see you guys back for next week. Once we start next week, we will have 3 weeks of school left before we are officially done. I have some stuff I have to do next week for camp this summer. So yeah, anyway, bye.